What is going on, you guys? It is Justin back here with another video, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler review of Evil Dead Rise. This movie is so good. I mean, probably gonna be my #1 movie of the year, honestly. So yeah, let's get right into this movie. So we start out in a cabin with 3 kids. I forget their names, but it's a blonde-haired girl, a brown-haired girl, and a boy. And the blonde-haired girl, she is a deadite, but you don't know it yet. But she's laying on the bed not feeling good, so you guess it in the first place, right? Okay, yeah, she's a deadite. Well, her brown-haired friend is outside with the boy, and they're talking, and I think he scares her or something. So she goes inside, because the brown-haired boy is the blonde-haired girl's boyfriend. So she goes inside to talk to her about him, and it's a whole thing. So then she just acts like she's sleeping. So the brown-haired girl ignores her. She's like, "All right, I'm gonna read from a book." Then the brown-haired girl is reading from the book, and the blonde-haired girl starts reading the passage that she's reading, but the brown-haired girl never told her what she was reading. So she's like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" So eventually the blonde-haired girl gets up. She scalps the brown-haired girl, and oh my God, that scene was so disgusting. So disgusting. She takes it, she throws it on the dock. She keeps walking to her boyfriend. She grabs her boyfriend's drone, puts it in her face so it starts like cutting it up. And then she just jumps in the water. So of course, anybody would. They jump in after her to save her. And all of a sudden you see the boyfriend's head come flying off. And then this is probably the coolest opening to a movie I've seen. The boyfriend's head comes flying out, and the girl goes into the sky. She's got her arms out like this. And then just in the background, you see Evil Dead Rise. And then you skip to the main family of the movie. It says a day earlier. So what just happened in the beginning, that happened after the whole movie. So we go to a character. Her name is Beth. She is a part of a rock band, as you could tell, because she's in a very weird environment. It almost seems like a place like drug addicts would hang out because of the spray paint and stuff like that. But you could see she's taken a pregnancy test, but we never get told if she is pregnant or not. So eventually she gets a knock on the door. Some guy's like, "Yeah, you need to come out, help us finish this." So after that, we skip right to the family. We are introduced to Ellie, Bridget, Danny, and I forget the little girl's name. But yeah. So I'm not sure if Danny is a boy or a girl. I was never sure. I'll just say he's a boy. But yeah. So Beth goes to her sister Ellie's house, which has the 3 kids. Ellie and her husband had recently divorced, and Beth didn't know about it. But Ellie tried to tell her that she's been trying to tell her for 2 days. So eventually Ellie and Beth start talking about it, and Ellie sends her kids to go get pizza. Well, the kids go to get the pizza, and on the pizza, it's a cool little nod to the second Evil Dead movie. It says Henrietta's Pizza, and it says "Come and get some," which is obviously Ash Williams' line from the Evil Dead movies, which was a pretty cool nod, I thought. So yeah, after that, the kids come back, and there's like an earthquake that happens. And there's a big old hole in the ground. So the boy Danny, he goes into the ground. He starts looking around, and he finds this old vault. And there's like a coffin, and it's got a little hole in it, and it's got the Necronomicon in it. And then he also finds these records. So he takes them up to his room, and he starts playing them, and obviously you know what happens from there. The mom turns. Well, when the mom turns, all shit goes loose. It is crazy. This is probably one of my favorite Evil Dead movies of all time. This one might even top 2013 for me. Just because, yes, 2013 was really gory, and I know I said in my spoiler-free review that 2013 was good, like better than this, but I've been thinking about it. Evil Dead Rise is probably it's up before 2013, because me personally, I like dark humor, and they had a lot of dark humor in this movie, especially with the scene where Ellie bites out the dude's eyeball and she spits it into the kid's throat. I mean, that was crazy. Then the scene where the kids find out their mom is possessed. She walks in the house, she's just throwing eggs into the pan like nothing's happening. And then she stands there and she says, "I had a beautiful dream where I cut off you open and I could just stay in your bodies forever." And everyone's like, "Oh, okay, shit, mom. Well, what's going on?" And obviously anybody would think that, because nobody wants their mom saying that. That's a little weird. But yeah, after that, the daughter Bridget asks her mom if she's okay, and she says, "Yes, I'm okay, because I'm free from all you titty-sucking parasites now." And after that, she goes and she attacks Bridget with a tattooing needle she had in the beginning of the movie, which that attack will play out later in the movie. But yeah, so far everything's going good. They put the mom in the bathtub, try to cool her down, but they put her in hot water, and of course, the little girl comes in. She goes, "Mom, you don't look too good," and that's the scene you get from the trailer where she goes, "Mommy's with the maggots now." And let me just tell you, the people I seen this movie with, the crowd that I had, was probably one of the best movie crowds I have been to in a while. Because I love when people ask questions during the movie. Obviously, people are going to talk during the movies, but they don't ask stupid questions. Like, they're asking the questions that you think of in your head. Like, the scene where the girl goes to open the door for her mom, we had some lady in our crowd go, "Oh, damn, she didn't just do that." Yes, she did. She just did that. So, yeah, that scene was probably one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie, where the Deadite knows that the mom and the dad had recently divorced, and it's playing in the kid's mind, saying, "Yeah, Dad's out here too, so just open up the door and let us in." And Hal just stands there and is like, "Do it for Mom and Dad." That part was so creepy, but so awesome at the same time. But then eventually, the needle in the face to the girl, Bridget, she eventually turns into a Deadite. And they give her a little Michael Myers nod, because they think she's dead, but she comes back as a Deadite. And she has a cloth over her, and she has a knife in her hand. And she goes and she attacks her brother. Well, eventually, the brother getting attacked, he turns too. And Beth and the niece need to get out of the house to leave. So they go out into the hallway, and of course the hallway is filled with all the dead neighbors that the mom killed while she was out there. And this part I thought was cool. They all get up and they start screaming, "Dead by dawn, dead by dawn." Obviously that is the title of Evil Dead 2. And I do believe that Cheryl was yelling that too. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure Cheryl was the one that yelled it. But yeah, now at the ending of the movie, it was very, very crazy, because it was something Evil Dead hasn't done before. And it was very awesome, because it was like a big old meatball that they made. A big old Deadite meatball. They all combined into one, and they went after them. So, eventually, they do an Ash Williams nod. The main character in the movie, Beth, she finds a chainsaw and a shotgun, and she looks at the Deadite and she says, "Come get some." So obviously everybody in the movie theater I did it myself. Clapped at that, you know, and because it's an Ash Williams nod, which I know a lot of people are hoping for Ash to be in this movie, but I will have a theory video coming out later in the week about that, about the 3 Necronomicons and everything. But yeah, so eventually Beth and her niece survive the attack. They kill the Deadite, and then after that you get like a little, not post-credit scene, but it goes black, and then it goes to this blonde-haired girl. Well, she's talking to her friend on the phone. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna be down at the lake soon." And then you see that blonde-haired girl is the same blonde-haired girl from the beginning. So honestly, I wouldn't mind if they made another movie and kept going from where this movie started. So yeah, Evil Dead Rise, one of my favorite movies of the year. I will give this movie, I know I gave it an 8, I think, last time, but I'm going to give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. This movie was so good, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie down in the comments below. Definitely one of my favorite Evil Dead movies. Yeah. And let me know if you want Ellie and Beth, the sisters from the Evil Dead Rise, to be a part of the Evil Dead game, because I sure hope they are. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this movie down in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great one. Be safe out there. Peace out.
Peace.